Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Nithyananda, after this beautiful darshan by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, let us now get ready for the next round of today's power manifestation. Let us open this session with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Tandvatitam Gagana Sadusham Tatpamasyadi Laksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamacharam Sarvari Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Yes, as we are still vibrating in that blissful space after the intense Soma Skanda Murti Darshan, let us enter into the next round of today's power manifestation as we are manifesting the power of body scanning and healing, the combination of these two powers. Let us get ready and in this bhava directly enter into the next round of the power manifestation. Today we are going through various different levels of this power of body scanning. Requesting everyone to please settle down. If you have a partner available around you, with you in your apartment, or you know someone that you can call right now and you know that they require a healing or they would appreciate a body scan, take a moment to connect to them. Now, let's get ready and settle down. Take a few moments and connect to your partner. If you do not have a partner available, you can scan your own body. We are going to scan our internal organs. So just sit with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Visualize that your skin is encasing your body, but there is nothing inside. It is just a shell. Hold this visualization as you connect to Swamiji in your inner space and request him to reveal exactly the organs that need your attention right now. Understand, when we manifest the power of third eye and healing, wherever we bring our awareness, the intense conscious awareness of the third eye, immediately the healing also happens. Not only the parts that need attention are revealed to us, we are also immediately giving the attention, which leads to the healing of the disease, of the dysfunction, of the ailment that we are facing. With the revelation, with the diagnosis, also the solution is simultaneously revealed. Requesting everyone to please settle down and sit in a comfortable cross-legged position with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Your hands in Namaskara Mudra in front of your heart center. Close your eyes and visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you chant the Mahavakya. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Intensely vibrate with the Mahavagya as we enter into this round of the power manifestation.
மண்ணே மாமலையே மணியே மாணிக்கமே மரகதமே வைரமே பொன்னே புகழ் சேர் பொன்மலையே சோதி வடிவான ரூபனே என் குருநாதா என் குருநாதா என் குருநாதா அஞ்ஞான கடல் நீங்கி கணக்கு ஆத்ம ஞானம் அளிப்பாய் குருநாதா நித்யானந்தா ஆத்ம ஞானம் அளிப்பாய் கொண்டு கங்கை முடிக்கொண்டு நர்த்தனம் புரியும் ஈசனே சுடலை பொடி பூசி உடுக்கை தனையேந்தும் காலனே புலிதோலனே மீனின் விழிகால் உள்ள முறைகின்ற மதுரை மாநகரின் ராசனே இன்னல்களை கலைந்து இன்பங்களை அளிக்கும் சுந்தர வடமணி நேசனே ஞாயிறு திங்கள் நித்த முறைகின்ற செவ்விழி கொண்ட செல்வனே சொக்கனே எந்தன் சோமனே ஐயா சோதி வடிவான ரூபனே அடிமுடி காணா மலையே அகிலமும் போற்றிடும் ஐயனே நாதாவரணனே நால்வர் போற்றிட நயமுடனாடிடும் நாதனே ஆழ காலம் உண்டு ஆழம் காடுதனில் ஆனந்த நடமிடும் ஆதி செய்வனே மங்கையிடம் கொண்டு கங்கை முடி கொண்டு நர்த்தனம் புரிகும் ஈசனே சுடலை பொடி பூசி உடுக்கை தனையேந்தும் காலனே புலிதோலனே மீனின் விழிகால் உள்ள முறைகின்ற மதுரை மாநகரின் ராசனே இன்னல்களை கலைந்து இன்பங்களை அளிக்கும் சுந்தர வடமணி நேசனே தானாடிட மங்கையவளிடம் கொண்டு நீயாடி வாடியார்க்கு இருவினைகள் தீர்த்தருளவே நித்யனே இடபத்தின் மேலேறிவா என்றென்றும் விரிசடை தானாடிட புவிதனில் சுந்தரனை நீயாடிவா தினமும் நீ விசும்பு தந்தருளவே நேசனே மலனே நீயாடிவா இமையோர்கள் இன்னலை கலந்திடும் தேவா தேவாதி தேவா சதா சிவாவா குருவாக வந்து திருவருள் புரிவாய் நித்யானந்தனே முக்தி தரவாவா பிறவியில் உரைகின்ற பிரமணே நீயாடிவா காட்சி தரும் எங்கள் ஆணை காவலசே ஆதிகந்தமில்லாத ஜோதியாய் அருணகிரி உரைநாதனே உலகை இயக்கிடும் வாயு வடிவே காலகத்தி ஈசனே தொழுதிடத்தில்லை நகர்தனி வானில் ஆடும் கூத்தனே பஞ்சபூதமும் நித்தம் பணியும் பரமனே பரமேசனே நித்ய ரசித நித்ய வைபவ குப்த கைலை வாசனே ஈசனே சர்வேஷனே பரமேசனே ஜெகதீஷனே நித்யனே ஆனந்தனே என் ஜீவனே குருதேவனே
Slowly settle down. And if you connected to a partner for this power manifestation round, reconfirm your manifestation with them now. Reveal exactly what was revealed in your inner space, in your third eye. If you want, you can share your power manifestation results here in the chat as well. If you have experienced any breakthrough, anything specifically was revealed, especially any solutions you received during this power manifestation, let us know if you want to share those. As we continue now with today's topic in the Jnana segments. As today we are learning about communication and how to speak it into others listening. Let us now listen to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as he shares about the nature of perception. Requesting everyone to be in a space of pure listening as we are entering into a short video with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Yes, sorry for the technical glitch. We're going to start the video in just a moment. Please stay tuned.
Listen, I'll start with a story. Maybe the story most of you know, but the meaning is really you need to know. There was a time once, one great Rishi Narada, those days mass media, he was the only available mass media in those days. This guy gets a mango, enlightenment mango. And he goes to Kailash. Media always creates trouble. But this guy, whatever trouble he creates, it will always end in good. So he goes to Kailash and says, Mahadeva, I have a mango, enlightenment mango. Anybody eats this will have enlightenment. Mahadeva knows this fellow thoroughly. He said, I already have it, please leave me. And he tried slowly. Devi said, Devi, mango. She said, I already have it, please leave me. But these two small kids, they fell for him. The first one jumped, Ganesha. Shiva has two sons. The first son jumped and said, "Hey, I need, give me. And the second son, Subramanya, he also jumped and said, no, I need, come on, give me. So they two started fighting, and that's what media wants. When two people fight, their TRP goes up. And immediately this Narada says, "Oh Mahadeva, now what can I do? Both of your sons are fighting." Mahadeva said, "All right, you started the problem." Finally, Mahadeva throws a competition. Whoever goes round the world 3 times, they get the mango. And this younger one has a flight peacock, which can fly. And this guy is a slim, tall, TDH, tall, dark and handsome. And this guy just got into his peacock and flew before even the decision was made, and he already started his journey. Is going round. And this elder one is a fat guy, and his vehicle is mouse. He is like elephant and his vehicle is mouse. What to do? But that guy is a bright guy. He just jumps up and goes around Mahadeva and Devi 3 times. Comes and asks, "Come on, give me the fruit." Mahadeva asks, "What do you mean? You just went both of us round and asking for the fruit." Ganesha beautifully explains, he is going around his world, I went around my world. Understand? He is going around his world, I went around my world. Understand? Each one of us have our own world. Understand? This is the meaning, conclusion of the story. Each one of us have our own world. Whatever happens in the world doesn't affect us, but how my world perceives, that affects us. Please understand? All of us have two. One, the world, the fact, what is happening. My world, how you are perceiving it, how you are cognizing it, how you are experiencing it, how you are interpreting it, how you are digesting it. Listen. The world is the fact. This water bottle is here. This table is here. My world. How I see this water bottle, how I see this table, how I see this cup, how I perceive them. You can perceive, Swamiji, even if he gets cough, he just sips water, little water and continues class. It's nice. He has a water bottle. You can perceive in any way. See, he drinks only bottled water. He sips tea in a quality cup, and see the teakwood table, and see the way his rolling chair. How you perceive. The world is same, my world differs. My world differs for each one of you. Understand? The world is same, but my world differs for each one of us. Please understand. There is a very important word you need to understand. I am introducing the toxic molds. Listen to this word, I'll define. Toxic molds means once you perceive your husband or wife is purposely torturing you, does not want to live with you, once the toxic mold is prepared inside you by your my world perceptions, every time you come in contact with that person, you will be building toxic mental setup in you. Listen. Till today, from first day till today, we were working on various incompletions with yourself. Today we are going to work on various incompletions with others, through which you created toxic molds. Sometimes even remembering the person with whom you have a toxic mold, you will be in depression. How many of you understand what I am saying? Unfortunately, if you create this toxic mold with your father or mother, which most of us do, we continue to replicate the toxic mold in any man or woman we come across in our life. Please understand, destroying these toxic molds, freeing yourself, is one of the greatest freedom a man can experience. Listen. This word toxic molds, first time I am introducing. The concept I have taught in many ways, in a different way. This word is apt word, most apt word, which has 101 underlying meaning. Now, how many people we have in our life, that many toxic molds we have built. Anybody, the moment you remember, you feel completely, those people you don't have toxic mold. Other than that, everybody else, you have a toxic mold and you do not relate with the real person, you relate only with the toxic mold. Get scratched, punched, beaten, abused. The toxic mold after some time becomes almost like a robot. Listen. Step by step I will explain. The world, the happening, actual happening, set of facts. As I said, just this: water bottle, teacup, table, chair, and the cushion. My world, what all this creates in you. For some people, the moment you see all this high reverence, wow, what a blessed chair and cushion, it can always hold Swamiji's feet. It can always be next to him. Somebody can perceive like that, a devotee. For some people, he lives a comfortable life. The moment he turns, two people are there running and giving a coffee, giving a bottle of water. For some, see, he speaks about simple life, the morning satsang, but see the things he is using, things around him. For some people, yes, this is simple. What he is using is simple. So each one can have their own perception. Each one may have their own world, the my world. The world is a fact, my world is the perception. With every person in your life, when you create a strong my world opinion, that becomes toxic mold. When you create a toxic mold about your husband, you always see your husband only through this. Even by mistake, if he does some good, you know how to interpret and misinterpret. Or your father or mother or brother or son or daughter or whoever. This toxic mold which you created about each and every person in your life not only does not allow you to relate with them, goes on increases suffering and suffocation in your life. That is why even if you have so many people around you, you feel lonely. You have put yourself in prison. You locked it and threw the key out. And then you are crying, oh, what is this? What is happening? I have been put here. I am suffering. Life is suffering. How many of you understand this truth of the definition of toxic molds? Raise your hand. How many of you don't understand? Raise your hand. I will repeat. If you don't understand, I will repeat. So all of you got it? Shall I move to the next step? Can you project that, the world and my world? It is just a simple definition. The world and my world. The world is the actual happening. My world is your judgments, labels, ideas, opinions, notions, interpretations, beliefs, experiences, expectations, memories. I tell you, having completion with your mother and father is one of the most important step any person who wants to achieve anything in his life need to do. Please understand, having completion with your mother and father, because in all women you meet in your life, you will be projecting your mother. In all men you will meet in your life, you will be projecting your father. Please understand. In all men you will project your father. In all women you will project your mother. The good news I have is, because you had an incompletion earlier, you don't have to worry. The great news is, completion can be brought now. It can be brought systematically as a science. I tell you, from my own experience, it is my completion with my mother that is the basic mold that defined how I relate with all the women who are elder than me. Now Jnanatma knows my next statement. One of my classmates who studied with me, the amazing friendliness I radiated with her, or the experienced with her, that defined my attitude with all the women who are younger to me. Please understand, the completion you carry in your initial part of life, same way, my completion with my father that radiates in all the relationships I have with men. All the men whom I see in my life, I can see that reflecting. I can see that completion. He set the attitude. The molds through which you relate, whether it is going to be a completion mold or the toxic mold, your completion with your mother and father decides. With your mother and father decides. It may be too subtle we never noticed, but the influence of the toxic mold you built, it may be for simple foolish reasons, that your dad did not send you to a school vacation, or your mom did not allow you to do something you wanted in young age. All these can be very simple and silly, but the toxic molds it built in your system can be affecting you forever in your decision-making process till you recognize them and complete them. Till you recognize them and collapse them. Till you recognize them and clear them. So I'll guide you into the process. Now I won't get into the story. If I get into the story, you guys may miss doing the process. First step, list all the relationships you have in your life. Start with your mother and father, yourself. That's the first. Yourself, relationship with yourself and your mother, your father, your brother, sister, the whole list. Whoever you remember, even if they are dead, they are no more part of your life. List all of them. List all those names. And the relationship. Just the name and relationship means name and whether father or mother, whatever. List it. First, start with your mother. From the time you remember her, whatever incompletion you have, she might have told you to do something, told you not to do something, she would not have given something, whatever incompletion you have, pen down your incompletion. The world means, in that scene, what was the real fact? My world, how you perceived, write both separately. Please understand. For example, she told you, hey, don't eat the ice cream. The world is, she told not to eat ice cream. My world, she can't stand if I am happy. She can't, whatever you perceived. She can't tolerate if I am enjoying myself. Or sometime even you will perceive in the other way, like, oh, she has so much of care about my health. But what now you perceive is not the thing. What you perceived at that time. How many of you understand? So first, list out with your mother. Whatever incompletions. First with your mother. Then with your father. I think before all that, with yourself. All of you understand? The world is what exactly she said or she did. My world is your interpretation about that.
Okay. Thank you.
Say, she would have raised her voice. That's the world. Told in little high-pitched voice. She shouted at me, screamed at me, is my world. All of you understand what I am saying? Yes.
How do we do the world about ourselves?
See, whenever you did not fulfill your own hopes, whenever you collapsed, what was the world and how you perceived it?
Yes, we learned about the importance of completing with the first relationships of our life with our parents. How the very, very early contacts in our life decide how we are going to behave with the different gender or with the same gender throughout our entire life. How the relationship to our mother carves the way how we relate to the female bodies, and how our relationship to the father determines how we are behaving with men. Beautifully, Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, shared about his own experiences of his own life. Let us now take a moment and sit with ourselves for an internalization exercise. Let us enter into a small completion exercise. Requesting everyone to please settle down. Please share here in the Zoom chat or on YouTube or Facebook whatever powerful cognitions you received from this session. And let us enter into the internalization exercise. Sorry for the technical glitch. We're going to enter into the exercise in just a moment. Yes, completing once more for this delay. In this internalization exercise, requesting you to contemplate and manifest 15 powerful cognitions from the revelations from Swamiji, how you can start living in reality. Pen down how you are going to apply them in your life and decide to be integrated to making it into your reality. Understand, so many times in your life, you would have perceived the behavior of a specific person to be in a specific way. But if you actually look in, you will see that the way you are perceiving the behavior of the person is much different than how other people perceive the person to be. Once you cognize this, there is only the question, why do I perceive the behavior of the person differently than the people around me? That is simply because of our samskaras, our engraved memories, the incompletions that we carry. Understand, the way we learn to approach people depends on the earlier incidences, the earlier relationships that we experienced in our life. Let us now contemplate and look in. If you have any questions or doubts about this exercise, please let us know here in the Zoom chat. Please get your pen and paper ready, as we are now going to enter into this internalization exercise. Yes, requesting everyone to please settle down as we are getting ready for the next jnana segment of the day, where we are going to learn about collective consciousness. Collective consciousness, what does that mean? We are not disconnected and separate islands as we think. Maybe in the physical layer, we all seem like individual islands. But whether we like it or not, whether we accept it or not, whether we want it or not, we are all interlinked by the collective consciousness. It is like this. If the food is poisoned, only the person who eats it will suffer, not everyone. In this sense, you can think of yourself as an individual. But as you move towards the subtler levels of existence, you can see our interconnectedness even more clearly. For example, if the air is poisoned, whoever is breathing will suffer, even if they are a long distance from each other. This connection is at the breath level. This means that in the subtler energy layers, the distance between us is reduced. Even more than the physical and breath levels, we are connected more closely at the mental level. When I say mental level, I mean the level of thoughts. Our thoughts affect not only us, but also everyone around us and beyond. Your thoughts are more infectious than your cold. In fact, people may escape from your cold, but they cannot escape from your thoughts. Take a simple example of going to a college football match on a Sunday. When you enter the stadium itself, you can see the air charged with emotions. You are also immediately affected by the cheering mood prevailing there. Similarly, if there is a group violence, like a religious fight or collective grief, like a death in the house, the mood affects you beyond your control. The chapter on intelligence has more details on this. When we realize our role in the existential scheme of things, we can no longer feel separate from all those around us. We can only feel separated when we feel unconscious of our role, when we feel unaware. The time has come to create a critical mass of enlightened people on planet Earth. Only by creating more and more people who are awakened, who are enlightened, can the collective influence of individual negativity be destroyed. Understand, when you enter a room which is full of people, based on the conversations that are going on, you're going to immediately catch the vibe of the room. When there's a heated argument going on and you enter the room, you would be taken aback, trying to understand the situation. When there's cheerful laughter and the people are in a relaxed mood, you yourself will also enter into that state. That is why what you surround yourself with and who you surround yourself with is most important. But if you have traveled a lot in your life, you would have seen that in different places of the world, different thought currents are predominantly present. In the same way, there are certain thought currents which impact the whole species of humanity, the whole ecosystem of our human civilization. And beyond that, even there are patterns that affect the entire cosmos. Understand, the more subtler and subtler we go, the smaller is the distance. The more the distance between us is reduced. At the conscious level, we are immediately impacting each other. Whether you know it or not, we are connected. And the consciousness that you are manifesting is influencing the people around you and even the people on the other side of the planet. That is why it is most important for more and more people to manifest enlightenment, manifest the superconscious breakthrough. So the impact that we have on the collective consciousness can be a positive one. all calamities around the world are created only by unconscious human beings. Global warming, HIV, religious terrorism, fanaticism, and piles of atomic weapons are all because of this negativity. Today, we are facing so many dangers that unless we create a peaceful, blissful, joyful, and enlightened society, we will not be able to preserve this beautiful planet Earth. The mission of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is to create a peaceful, joyful, blissful, conscious, enlightened society. Let us now listen to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as he himself shares about the collective consciousness.
Dinotsava, from now, with the grace of Paramashiva Parashakti, starts life as eternal celebration. Today's subject for the webinar, Ultimate Collective Consciousness. Understand? Again and again, Paramashiva appears to give a superconscious breakthrough, not just to the individuals, to the whole humanity. That is why he needs a place to install his space and operate it and manifest it through millions, initiating millions. That is why a land, nation, to radiate the superconsciousness is required. Paramashiva's grace, Paramashiva's initiation to manifest. I tell you, so much of work is there, need to be done. First thing, collecting and organizing all this 20 million, 2 crore source books of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, Veda, Agama, Shruti, Smriti, Shruti, Smriti, Purana, Upaveda, Ubagama, Vedanga, Darshana. All this collecting, organizing, decoding, mapping into modern language. I have a scripture tree. We can present it to you. We are collecting. Still collecting, organizing, scanning, decoding, making all these sciences livable, practicable, user-friendly. By the grace of Paramashiva, we have a huge work to do. What we have done is too little. We have too much to do to contribute to the world, raise the collective consciousness to the next level. You can see the Sanatana Hindu Dharma's scriptures tree. Shruti, Smriti, Even in this, upagamas are missed. Only main agamas are named. Upagamas need to be mentioned. Vedas, agamas, upavedas, vedangas, and upagamas. All these put together is called Shruti, revealed scriptures, Smriti, remembered. Manusmriti, Yajnavalkya Smriti, Parashara Smriti, Yamadharma Smriti. There is a Smriti written by Yamadharma, which will form basis for our CRPC, for the cosmic court. Idihasa, Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita, Ramayana, Puranas, Mahapuranas, Upapuranas, additional Upapuranas, Darshanas, Nyaya, Vaiseshika, Sankhya, Yoga, Purva Mimamsa, Uttara Mimamsa. Collecting all of this and decoding them, and I'm evolving human beings radiating this super consciousness. For example, cosmic court. Somebody through power manifestation connects with Yamadharma and Chitragupta energy, unable to download the whole Yamadharma Smriti in his system. He will sit as the representative of Yamadharma and conduct the cosmic court. He will deliver judgments from all over the world. Anybody can file any case related to past, present, future. The judgment will be honored by the cosmic court. When the cosmic court gives a judgment, whole cosmos will honor it. Kinnara, Kimpurva, Gandharva, the Yamadutas, they will take care of the responsibility of honoring the judgment. I am evolving the Balasans who will have that kind of a spiritual strength, who will download the Yamadharma Smriti and who will connect with Yamadharma Raja and study the cases brought in front of them and see the truth and deliver the judgment. Same way, who can connect with Kupera and Lakshmi Venkateshwara and manifest all the principles of economy. They will sit and administer the wealth and treasure. Understand? The two are different. Treasure is different, wealth is different. They will sit and administer wealth and treasure. Vyasa, who connects with Vyasa and manifests the energy of Vyasa. Those kids who can download any Akashic records, they will establish the whole structure and administration. And kids who can connect with Dhanvantri, Vaidishwara, they will sit and administer all the Hindu medical services and medicinal services. You are really going to see literally Kailasa. Understand? Literally Kailasa. It is not just going to be the deities and the scriptures, it is going to be the living beings who are going to give life to the Kailasa. Fortunately, with Paramashiva's grace and Parashakti's grace, already we have established what I am talking is possible. Already we have manifested through many kids this downloading the scriptures and revealing is possible. I just need to work with few more kids. And I tell you, it is possible, we will do it. It is possible, we will do it. This is the way the cosmic court will be conducted. This is the way the Federal Reserve of Kailasa will be managed, administered. This is the way. The treasury of the Kailasa will be administered. This is the way the administration of the Kailasa will be done. Whole thing is going to be power manifestation based. I am getting all the devotees, disciples, balasans who are highly integrated and manifesting powers, gathering all of them and training them into further power manifestation, making them as part of the Kailasa. Understand? Person who connects with Vaidishwara and Dhanvantri, they will sit and do the body scanning and suggest the medicines and aushadas. They will make the aushada on the spot and provide you. They will perform the surgeries without touching you, just by the third eye. They will align your spine and the whole body and perform the surgery. I am not telling you stories. I am promising you I am going to revive the beings who connect with Vishwakarma and manifest his power. They will be doing all the art and reviving the sacred arts work, music, dance, sculpture, construction, deity making, everything they are going to be doing. Each field, same way people who connect with Annapurani, they are going to be managing, administering the kitchen and feeding millions who will visit Kailash for darshan of Paramashiva. Understand? Unabashedly, Paramashiva is going to show his glory through this Kailasa to the world. Person who connects with Narada will be the chief editor of Hinduism now and revealing all the news happening all over the world. It's really going to happen. I've already shown you it is possible. I just need to do a little more fine-tuning to take it to the next level. Show it to you all. Maybe by this Jayanti, work will start, and by this coming Shivaratri, you will see the demonstration. You will see the demos of all these powers and our demonstration, and with the grace of Paramashiva and Parashakti, Kailash functioning on planet Earth. Demonstrating into the world this great superconscious possibilities and powers.
Yes, we learned how powerfully consciousness can express in each and every one of us about the future of the legislation and the different aspects of the Hindu science of consciousness that can be awakened in each and every one of us. Let us enter into a small internalization exercise. Requesting everyone to please settle down. Just keep your pen and paper ready as we enter into this exercise. First, let us recover the essence of this session. The time has come to create a critical mass of enlightened people on planet Earth. Only by creating more and more people who are awakened, who are enlightened, can the collective influence of individual negativity be destroyed. All calamities around the world are created only by unconscious human beings. Global warming, HIV, religious terrorism, fanaticism, and piles of atomic weapons are all because of this negativity. And the mission of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is to create a peaceful, joyful, blissful, conscious, enlightened society. Let us all take the decision to make the jump to the next level. As the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism revealed, the most productive time you can ever spend is the time you spend in unclutching. Understand? Unclutching means literally withdrawing from the unconscious thought patterns. Just like fish jump out of the water in a river, but after showing up above the water, after some time, surely they fall back into the water and disappear under the water surface. Just like that, our thoughts also show up. Stay present, stay available for a short moment of time, and then again, they disappear. If we hold on or try to hold on to the thoughts, we create a time shaft, making us experience life in a specific way, be it joy, be it pain, be it suffering or pleasure. Unclutching is the ultimate technique, the master technique to go beyond the dualities of positives and negatives. Literally, the straight technique to experience nirvikalpa samadhi, the thoughtless space, the thoughtless state, the ultimate state of Paramashiva himself. So, as per the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, spending time in unclutching, though it might seem like you're not doing much, is the most productive thing you can do. Understand? When you start radiating the pure consciousness, as we learned in this session, we are having an impact to everyone on this planet Earth itself. So taking the jump, taking the decision to go from the pleasure, pain, joy, suffering, from these modes into the unclutched space, you will be able to improve the life quality of the people around us and the people even on the other side of the globe. So let us decide now to move into an unclutching meditation. Requesting everyone to please settle down. Sit in a comfortable cross-legged position with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Keep your hands relaxed on the knees. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space as we enter into this meditation. Requesting everyone to please settle down. Make sure you remove all the disturbances from your space and sit in a receptive mode.
bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasadashiva.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Yes, Nithyananda. Sorry for the technical glitch. We had an interruption here. Let us now continue. After this beautiful unclutching meditation, a glimpse from the Kirtanalaya YouTube channel, where all the music and meditations from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism are uploaded. We're going to share the link to the Kirtanalaya YouTube channel here in the chat. So if you want to check out all the music from the darshans and from the years before, from the Nithyananda Sangha and KAILASA, you can find the music uploaded on them. Let us now move on to the next segment, which is going to be another round of power manifestation. We have been manifesting the power of body scanning. Let us now move on to another round where we are going to change the pulse of a person. Requesting everyone to please connect to a partner if you have a partner available close by, and check the pulse. If you don't have a pulse meter, that is not a problem. You can just take a minute, keep your phone, a stopwatch, or any ordinary clock is okay. Just make sure you check exactly 1 minute, and then you check the pulse by keeping 2 fingers. Either you can keep it at the arm or at the throat, wherever you can feel the pulse properly, and just count the number of beats for exactly 1 minute. And after the power manifestation, you again count the number of beats and compare. With this power of changing the pulse, you get the confidence that, yes, it is my consciousness that is manifesting through this body, manifesting as this body, having control over every single function of this body. With this powerful cognition, let us now connect to a partner. Let's take a few moments and connect to a partner. If there's no person around you, no person available at this time, maybe it is late in the night for you, no problem. You can perform this power manifestation on yourself as well. Just take a moment and check your pulse. Note it down, the number that you counted or the number you measured, and then decide whether you want to increase the pulse rate or you want to reduce the pulse rate. Make the declaration, and then let us enter into the power manifestation. Sit with your head, neck, and spine, a straight line. Your hands in Namaskara Mudra in front of your heart center. Close your eyes and visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you start chanting the Mahavakya. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Keep vibrating with the Mahavakya as we enter into this round of the power manifestation.
हर हर गंगे हर हर गंगे हर हर गंगे हर हर गंगे हर हर गंगे
गंगा अयम
हे नटराजा हे नित्यानंदा हर 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 गंगे हे नटराजा हे नित्यानंदा हर 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 गंगे हे नटराजा हे नित्यानंदा हर 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 गंगे हे नटराजा हे नित्यानंदा हर 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 गंगे 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 हे नटराजा हे नित्यानंदा हर 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 गंगे हे नटराजा हे नित्यानंदा हर 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 गंगे हे नटराजा हे नित्यानंदा हर 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 गंगे हे नटराजा हे नित्यानंदा हर 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 गंगे 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 नित्यपुरीश्वरा जय गंगाधरा नित्यपुरीश्वरा जय गंगाधरा नित्यपुरीश्वरा जय गंगाधरा नित्यपुरीश्वरा जय गंगाधरा हर 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 गंगे 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 शंकरा शिव शंकरा शिव शंकर शंकर नित्या 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 हर हर गंगे 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 हे नटराजा हे नित्यानंदा हर हर
Yes. Now let us confirm the power manifestation. Verify by how much the pulse has changed. And please let us know in the chat the result of your power manifestation. Let us take just a few moments to verify the change in the pulse rate as we get ready for the next session, where we are going to learn about the seer, the seen, and seeing itself. How are these three involved, and what is the difference? Understand? We see two things in the process of seeing: the seer and the seen object. Actually, what is happening in the process of seeing? So The example of the eye is taken here. It applies for all the senses. From the seer, consciousness takes a jump continuously to the seen because it is not able to relax into the seer itself. Because of its restlessness, it gives life to the seen. The continuous jump that happens between the seer and the seen, from the seer to the seen, from the seen to the seer, again from the seer to the seen, and again from the seen to the seer, is what is seeing, the action, where you jump in between the seen and the seer. See, when you are relating to the world around you through your sense organs, always the back and forth happens. How you relate to the world that you experience around you. You will always reflect what is happening around you on what you perceive about yourself. For example, you have your favorite cup. You measure the relationship to the objects around you based on the perception you have about yourself. This is my car. It is an old car. Because I don't have a lot of money, I can only afford this car. We look at the objects around us, and then we look at us. And then we look back to the object, and we look back at us. We make the conclusions about the world around us and about ourselves based on the perception at which we arrive about the world. The seeing, the seer, then again, the seen, the seer. This back and forth happens constantly as we go through our day-to-day life. When the seer is not completely in bliss within himself, he starts becoming restless and jumps. When he jumps, he gives life to the seen. Because he gives life to the seen, the process of jumping becomes seeing. There are two ways to drop this process of seeing. Either the seer or the seen has to drop for the process of seeing to stop. When the seen is renounced, it loses its power over the seer. There is no point in jumping because there's nothing to be seen. When there is no place to jump, the seer relaxes in the seer himself. Then seeing does not happen. When seeing is not there, the seer is enlightened. A person who stops this jump by dropping the seen is a renouncer, a sannyasi. He takes away all his desire to see things, to believe that any of the sense objects hold value for him. The seen becomes unexciting, and the jumping stops. He becomes enlightened through renouncing. This is the true self-knowledge, jnana, with the quality of vairagya, dispassion for the information received through the sense object, through the sense organs. In the path of jnana, the seer experiences detachment and complete witnessing of life. In this way, he tries to discover reality. The main objective is the development of a sharp and pure intelligence through which reality can be experienced. Adi Shankaracharya, the great enlightened sage and saint from India, walked on the path of jnana and attained enlightenment. He created the most profound and sharp scriptures on self-knowledge ever written. On the other hand, when the seer himself drops, what remains is the seen. And again, the jumping between the seer and the seen stops. Reality is seen. The seer becomes enlightened through devotion or bhakti. When the identity of the seer drops, dissolves into the seen, deep devotion to existence happens. Everything becomes an exciting manifestation of existence for him. His identity is no longer there. He merges into existence itself. That is why enlightened saints like Mirabai from India, who went on the path of bhakti, were in a trance all the time, merged into the God consciousness, forgetting their own identity. She just sang praises of God and walked around on the streets with no self-consciousness whatsoever. When you understand this, you will have the tremendous energy to control both dreams and life. As of now, you're just a victim. You can't even control your dreams. Can you dream what you want? You can't. You can't control a single incident in your dream. As of now, either you go through the whole dream or you can get out of the dream. You can just wake up. You can't control the dream itself. So in some way, either the seer or the seen has to drop. Only then the jumping between the seer and the seen will stop. When the jumping stops, the process of seeing also stops. Whether you are stuck with the seer or with the seen, get completely stuck and you are enlightened. If you are jumping between the seer and the seen, not relaxed in either, you are under the illusion of a separate existence of the seer and seen. This jumping is what manifests as your individual seeing. When the frequency of the seen is more than the seer can be changed or manipulated by the seen. When the frequency of the seer is more than the seen can be changed or manipulated by the seer. Let us now listen to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism about the source of the seen. Requesting everyone, if you have any questions or doubts about this session, please send your questions or your powerful cognitions about the act of seeing, the seer and the seen in the Zoom chat, as we now enter into this short video.
Paramashiva's message directly from Sri KAILASA. Listen. The seen is always seen based on the frequency and quality of the existence of the seer. Seen is always seen based on the quality of the existence of the seer. The core of the seer chooses the quantity, quality, impact of the seen on himself and on others, who sees as part of his seen. Understand? Even what you think as others is part of your seen. So the base for the existence of your first person, second person, third person, all the three are the seer. So do not try to make the seen absolutely independent of the seer by dissolving the responsibility of the seer and the impact of the seer on the seen, whether first person, second person or third person. Listen. I'll expand now. Fundamentally, you try to establish the seen is independent of seer so that you can put the responsibility for your life on others. When you realize the truth that seer is responsible for the seen, you need to work, alter, transform, evolve That's too much of work. You can always say, oh, no. You can always find some false reason why external reasons are responsible, not your internal existence. So fundamentally, you try to build a narrative, grand narrative of the existence is independent of seer. Once you believe this, once you are convincing, once you are able to convince this false delusory idea within you, then you start blaming, then I am not responsible for what is happening outside. Then he is responsible, she is responsible, everyone. So if your guru is asking you to look in and find you are responsible, abuse him also. Understand the fundamental delusion is making the scene independent of the influence of the seer. Then the seer can claim always victimhood. Understand? Unfortunately, the cosmos will make you a victim if you continuously claim victimhood. Fortunately, cosmos will make you a leader if you continuously claim and realize that you are the leader and responsible for everything. That's the beauty of life. That's the beauty of life. Even to cheat others, never ever use victimhood, because you will start believing it and cosmos will say tathastu to you. Never do that mess. Understand? This one curse I will never want even my enemies to have, even people who cherish enmity towards me. I will never want them to have this suffering. Feeling that they are victim of the universe or the cosmos or the humanity or the whole. That's the worst hell. Understand? Never try to believe or build this narrative. You are the victim of life, whole, universe, cosmos, humanity. You are the victim of multiple unknown forces. Never build this narrative. Never collect evidence for this false narrative. That will be the worst hell you put yourself, because you will never be able to come out of it even after multiple births and deaths. Understand, there are some things which can be cleaned by control delete. Means one life over, in the next life you will not carry that smell of it. You will not have that karma pattern suffering. But the moment you start building the narrative, seen is independent of the seer, and seer is not responsible for all the sufferings he goes through, good or bad. Seen is independently capable of impacting the seer. All these are the false narratives. I should say false grand narrative. Please do not do this greatest crime to yourself. I will not want even my enemies to suffer this hell. That will be too big punishment. More and more you understand, seer is source of the seen. you become leader. You are empowered. You are empowered. You are empowered. And you start building a beautiful space which is absolutely protected, and you start radiating that sweet powerfulness as your fragrance. Understand? I tell you, what you build consciously inside will give you confidence. I tell you. If you all have the spiritual truths I taught you is enough to run your whole life, even for your economical needs, then you are a Shiva Gana. Because that kind of a strength comes only if that becomes your fragrance. But I tell you, this is not the only one benefit you will get when you take the responsibility for everything seen. Actually, when the more you take the responsibility, your third eye is awake. I tell you. Actually, I'm in a extremely intense samadhi because the Shivaratri is coming. Already from yesterday, that system started getting absolutely sucked into that samadhi. I'll explain this in a very detailed way now. Listen carefully. The fundamental delusion is you casually start believing that the seen is absolutely independent of the seer, which is false. And the false logic, binary logic you start using is, hey, I am seeing A and B in my scene. The A and B also is seeing the same scenes I am seeing. Like for example, person A, person B, my spouse, my kids, my family, all of them I am seeing. I am seeing the ocean and they are also seeing the ocean. So ocean is a reality, which is not the absolute multi-dimensional real logic of life. This is binary logic. Listen, you are forgetting it is the life oozing out of you is only manifesting as your family, friends, relatives, and as an ocean. So your first person, second person, third person, everything is finally permeated by your source person, the seer. First person, second person, third person is a binary logic level understanding. Perceptionary definitions developed as language for our day-to-day interaction is no way closer to the reality which exists. remove the mathematics, remove the language to see the reality. Remove the mathematics, remove the language to see the reality.
Yes. As we learn so many things about the way we communicate, the way we perceive, the way we judge, the way we trust or we do not trust, and how all of this is intertwined directly by the way we see life itself, the way we see the objects, the people, life itself, and our own self. In this day of Paramashivoham, we learned how we relate to the world around us, how we affect the people around us simply by the way we are projecting our own ideas on them, and how we can take the responsibility to complete, unclutch, take the ownership, take the responsibility to manifest not only enlightened life for ourselves, enlightened life for our team, our friends and family, our colleagues, our co-workers, but also enlightened life for the entire humanity, for the entire universe itself, by simply radiating the enlightened space. We learned about our responsibility to manifest the highest consciousness. So let us conclude this day of Paramashivoham Level 2 with a decision to radiate this lifestyle, to manifest the supreme consciousness itself as the responsibility that we carry towards the world, but also towards ourselves. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and staying until the very end of this day of Paramashivoham Level 2. And we're looking forward to see you again for yet another powerful day of Paramashivoham Level 2. Let us conclude this day as we sit straight with the head, neck, and spine in a straight line, the hands in Namaskara Mudra, visualizing Swamiji in our inner space and chanting the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukar Panamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you all. Nithyanandam.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda. Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om
Nithyananda, we are on a mission to revive the Enlightenment civilization.
If you resonate with our message and want to be part of us, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click the bell icon.